Hi, welcome to Pauper Guru with your host, Matthew Stoner. I apologize if y'all hear any kind of meowing. My brother's cats just had kittens. Today we are here to discuss a standard Pauper deck. As y'all all know, Core 21 just released. I picked up a box. I built 4 Pauper decks out of it. I'm going to go through and talk about each one of them in separate videos. Then I'm going to have a little play against for them. So, we're going to step through the first deck. Izzit, prowess. The first, we will run 4 Spellgorger Weirds for 1 red, 2 of anything. They are a 2/2 weird. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Spellgorger Weird. You run 4 copies of Mistral Singer for 1 blue and 2 of anything with a 2/2 flying with prowess. And prowess is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets a +1/+1 till end of turn. Spellgorger keeps the 1/1 counters. There's Mistral Singer does not. There's just through the turn buff ups. 2 copies of Librarian Lawrence. It's a 2/1 for 1 blue, 2 of anything. Whenever it attacks, I draw a card. 2 copies of Spined Megalodon for 2 blue, 5 anything. It's a 5/7 with hexproof. Whenever it attacks, scry 1. Probably one of my favorite blue cards out of this set, to be honest. That is all the creatures in this deck. This is an Izzit Spellslinger's deck after all, so we are going to be throwing a lot of spells at people. We're going to start off with a play set of Goblin Wizardry for 1 red and 3 of anything. Create 2 1/1 red Goblin Wizards with prowess. And prowess is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, they get +1/+1 till end of turn. These guys act as creatures in this deck. We're going to run 4 copies of Shock. For 1 red mana instant, deal 2 damage to anything. 4 copies of Opt for 1 blue mana instant speed, scry 1, then draw 1. 4 copies of Frantic Investory. You draw a card for 2 mana, and then for every copy of this in your graveyard, you draw an additional card. So, one will make. If one's in your graveyard, you play 1, you draw 2 cards. If 2 are in your graveyard, you play it, you draw 3, and so on. If 3 are in your graveyard, you wind up drawing 4 cards for 2 mana. 3 copies of Rookie Mistake. For 1 blue mana instant, target creature gets +0/+2 until end of turn, and another target creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn. It's a great little combat trick. And to finish off the spells, 3 copies of Frost Breath for 2 in the blue. Tap down 2 target creatures; they don't get to untap your controller's next untap step. And as for the mana of this deck, is all basics. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 islands, and 1, 2, and 10 mountains to this deck. This is using all cards out of Core 21 to build a Pauper deck. Can I improve this? Sure, anyone that takes this deck list could improve it with stuff even in standard. But I wanted to see if I could build 4 decks using only the commons out of Core 21. I hope y'all like, share, and subscribe. And thank y'all, as everything is starting to return to some form of normality in this world. Thank y'all, like, share, and please subscribe.